We are in Hilversum, where I'm speaking with Mike Ferguson, Managing Director of Intelligent Business Strategies. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Werner. Pleased to be here.
There's been a lot of interest, there is a lot of interest in analytics, now with data science and machine learning coming along. For the 2-day seminar, Predictive and Advanced Analytics, could you describe the goal?
Yeah, the goal of the seminar is to teach people about what different kinds of analytical techniques they can use in order to help deliver value for their business.
Okay, excellent. And there's lots of topics to cover, I guess, in those 2 days. Could you describe the main topics on this seminar?
Yeah, the main topics, first of all, are machine learning, looking at the different kinds of learning algorithms and how you can use them for specific purposes. So we will talk about supervised and unsupervised learning there. And then the next topic after that, we'll look at a specific kind of machine learning, which is called natural language processing, also known as text mining. So we will delve into that and how to use it for things like sentiment analysis. We'll also spend some time looking at graph analysis, which is a very underrated and for me an exciting technology. So we'll look at that, and we will spend some time on streaming analytics, and then we have some time also dedicated to search, because search is increasingly being used in the analysis of certain kinds of data, like machine data, for example, and then try and kind of show an example of how all of these different kinds of analytics can be used together for a specific goal. And the example I'll talk about is to do with customer engagement. And then we'll, having done that, kind of wrap up how the whole thing kind of comes together and integrates with your existing analytical environment.
Okay. Who is the workshop intended for? What kind of job titles do you see on this seminar?
Well, I would say primarily a number of business analysts are trying to get into data science, unfamiliar territory with these kinds of techniques. So I think they are definitely the kinds of people I see. I also see a lot of BI professionals in IT departments trying to come there, and even enterprise architects trying to understand this, to know how to bring together the relevant elements for specific business purposes within their company. I do see some data scientists, but I would also say that a lot of data scientists are very strong statistical and mathematical and physics backgrounds, so who are very familiar with these kinds of techniques, and so you don't see too many of them, but for certain kinds of analytical techniques, graph analysis, for example, a lot of data scientists are not familiar with that and could get some value out of it. So I think generally for business analysts and IT professionals, perhaps trying to get into predictive and advanced analytics to make use of it and become data scientists or citizen data scientists. I hear that term used a lot. And I guess also some of the more advanced analytical guys in the data science world also. But I think it's kind of, I think there are lots more people who have analytical backgrounds but don't have an understanding of these techniques, that are trying to, a lot of companies are trying to mobilize them to fill the skills gap that we're not seeing, where we're not able to find data scientists because there's just not enough of them out there. So, that's what I'm trying to do with this seminar.
And when you look at those job titles, what do they struggle with mostly at their daily work? What are the problems that they face?
I think probably the biggest one that they face is preparation of data. I think a lot of time spent trying to get the data in the right shape to feed into the kinds of algorithms that they want to use. So productivity, I think, is a big issue for a lot of them. So I'll also try and address that a little bit by talking about some new machine learning automation tools to try and speed that process up, to help them be aware of those kinds of technologies. So I think that's one area, and I think also a lot of them struggle with rather than just reporting and doing descriptive analysis on the data, how do they exploit and teach algorithms to identify patterns that they can automate and predict on and be more proactive on than reactive.
Thank you. Is there something you'd like to add pertaining to this course?
Yeah, I just think that if you're trying to really understand this area to advance your capabilities, maybe as a business analyst or as a BI professional, you got to come to it. I mean, it's a great thing. There's always a learning curve for me too. I learn from people's experiences within their enterprises, because you don't know everything in this world, and I find it a great environment. So it's going to be fun to teach and fun to learn and good networking and a good couple of days. So looking forward to it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mike.
Okay, thank you.